Well, earlier we told you that Governor Siminalayi Fubara of Rivers State is appointed caretaker committee chairman for the 23 local government councils of the state. From Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital, we are now being joined by Arise correspondent Andy Mano for an update. Hello, Andy. What else do we know? Can you give us an update?
Okay, thank you so much. Great to be back here. Like rightly said, the governor some few hours ago did swear in all 23 local government caretaker committee chairmen and members of their team with a charge for them to ensure that peace is maintained in their respective local government areas in order for there to be the anticipated development in Rivers State that the people are yearning for. As we speak, some of the local caretaker committee local government chairmen had moved to their respective headquarters of their local government areas. For instance, briefly, we were in Ogobolo local government area where the caretaker committee chairman in the person of Evans BP, the former deputy speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, is appointed the caretaker committee chairman, and he has met with his team. And he did mention to the media that he's going to hit the ground running as quickly as possible. But there is a development. I know that so many people are already aware of the fact that men of the Nigeria police have taken over all 23 local government secretariats. What that means is they barricaded the entrances to this local government area, that there is an instruction from the Inspector General of Police who sent them in to make sure that they maintain law and order. But some of the caretaker committee chairmen sworn in today by the governor had said even if there is that barricade, they are going to continue to run the affairs of these local government areas from either their houses or other alternative secretariats until when the the men of the Nigeria police exit the entrances to these local government areas. And we took on one or two of them. They said, well, they got a charge from the state governor not to get into fisticuff with anybody, but just to do their job. Theirs is to maintain peace and make sure that there is orderliness in whichever of the local government area they are supervising.
And Andy, we know that there were reports of violence yesterday. Can you tell us how it is on ground today? What is the security update so far?
Okay, security-wise, Rivers State, specifically Port Harcourt, Obiakbo, Emoha, and the Port Harcourt City local government area, as well as the Ogoni, local government areas of Kana, Gokana, Eleme, and Tai. All these local government areas are local government areas surrounding Port Harcourt metropolis, which is the state capital. There is peace, but I should say relative peace, because almost everybody seems to be on the edge. No thanks to what happened yesterday. All throughout the night, one or two of the outgone local government chairmen were still beating drums of war. What were the drums of war about? They said they will not vacate because the Rivers State House of Assembly, the faction, I should say, of the Rivers State House of Assembly, led by Martin Zameule, had via a law amended, the local government tenure law amended by that faction of the House, extended their tenure by 6 months, which going by that, the tenure was supposed to last by December. So last night, some of them were still resisting vacating office. But as at this morning, I think it's a different ball game. More so with the governor going ahead to swear in the caretaker committee chairman. And so security-wise, if I must answer your question directly, what was yesterday is not what is today. And there seems to be some level of normality, I should put it, compared to yesterday, where whether in Port Harcourt City local government area, whether in Obiakpo, whether in Emoha, or other nearby local government area, or across the 23 local government areas that Rivers State has, there was palpable fear. Everybody was on the edge because the drums of war were very, very loud and clear. But that seems to have subsided today.
Well, Andy, I'm very glad to hear that. But, regarding the violence that occurred yesterday, have the police made any arrests, especially over the killings, and considering the fact that the governor has vowed to defend his supporters and protect them from arrest?
Yes, the police, there is none that I can put a finger on now, and I have not read about any arrest made by men of the Nigeria police yet. If there is any, it's not to my notice, and I have tried as a reporter to try as much as possible to get information as to if there's been any arrest related to what has transpired between 2 days ago and today. We are yet to hear any of such arrests at all. I haven't read, and so I can confirm from my standpoint now that there is no arrest whatsoever. But probably if the police had made any arrests, I want to believe that they would have drew the attention of the media to brief the media on what is going on and why that particular arrest. What I do know very well was that there were pockets of face-off yesterday, but if arrest was made, there is none that I can put a finger on now.
And if you have any more updates for us, Andy, please share. But we also do want to know about the residents of Rivers State. After all, it is their state. How are they feeling in the day after all of this commotion?
Yes, Rivers residents are upbeat. Rivers residents, a cross-section of them we spoke with today, told us that, look, what they desire is for whoever is occupying the local government administration in the interim to be there so that there will be no vacuum. And they are looking forward eagerly to when this administration will put in place in no distant future, get in touch with the electoral body, that is INEC, or rather the RISEC, that is the Rivers State Electoral Commission, to conduct elections into the local government areas. But we threw the question, what do you people desire now that the head of administrations of local government areas have been asked by the state governor to take over, and now there's a caretaker committee? What they said is they would rather that there is a caretaker committee as already constituted by Governor Sim Fubara than for there to be anarchy that was on the verge of walking in two sure legs in all the local government areas of the state. So the Rivers people are desiring that there should be peace, and they are looking forward to a smooth transition from this caretaker committee chairman to chairman who will be elected in the no distance future, so that that tier of government that is very close to the grassroots will be functional, and for there to be development as a grassroots for the betterment of the Rivers people. They desire it, and they had even gone ahead to tell us during one of our informal discussions that they would rather than this is done now for there not to be chaos in the state again, just like we had late last year, October to be precise. Because if Rivers State boys, that will, invariably affect every other part of not just the South region, but even Nigeria. Don't forget that the bulk of crude comes from Rivers State, I should say.
Now, Andy, just before we let you go, any word from the former local government chairman whose tenure have expired? How are they reacting to the swearing in of the new caretaker committee?
Well, when we make giant strides to reach them, but what I can report at this point is that accessing them is like the proverbial proverbial camel passing through the eye of a needle. And you will understand, that security, whether you like it or not, will be beefed around this outgone local government chairman. No thanks to the reaction of the Rivers people concerning their action of not wanting to exit office. So many people yesterday called for their head, that they were trying to deliberately set this state on fire and make it ungovernable for the governor of the day. They had, Rivers people had said, look, whether the governor had made a mistake or not, there can be only one governor at a time. If at this democratic dispensation and this era of civility, if you felt aggrieved, the right thing to do is for you to seek redress in the law court, not for you to take laws into your hand or to insist that you will not exit office when your tenure has elapsed. I think that is the more reason why they made themselves incommunicado. So accessing them is not easy. We made that attempt. We only hear say that one is here, one is there, but when you try to make contacts, some of the contacts that we have, even when you put the calls through, the calls will ring and nobody is picking up the calls. So that is the situation. Probably in the days ahead, they will pick up their phones and their calls, I should say, and will be able to get their own side of it. But unlike yesterday or the day before yesterday, where they were threatening fire and brimstone, that I must report has subsided as at today, the 19th day of June 2024.
Well, Andy Omano, thank you so much for your reporting this afternoon here on Newsday.